How do we cold open the last episode?
Actually, it's a good question.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you're a robot.
Robo Ruby.
Robo
It's crazy. You've been fine
You've
the
been-
whole time until I hit record.
Literally. Yeah.
I
Connection
love
issues,
technology.
That's just the way.
Uh-oh. Try leaving and coming back?
I was trying to connect to a Wi-Fi. I don't know if that helped or not.
It
Oh.
sounds fine now.
It sounds better, but your mouth is desynced now. You're a puppet.
Here, if I'm desynced, then I'll leave and come back. Maybe that'll fix it.
I think, yeah, give that a shot.
Can't go the last episode without technical difficulties.
And then I said, "Oh, hey, Ruby, what's up?"
Nothing but the rent.
Yeah. Your mouth is mouthing again. I think that worked.
That I'm rent to own. Is it considered rent? It's more like a mortgage.
I think it's, well, you don't own it. A mortgage, you have to own it, right? That would be like the actual difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they're profiting off the rent, then you're renting, in my opinion. If
They're not.
If you're just, then yeah, you're renting to own.
Yeah, contracted deed is specifically the type. I signed the contract for a certain amount of what I'm purchasing it for. And it's even got, we were able to talk about rolling in the property taxes and insurance into it like you would a mortgage as well.
Oh, nice.
Do you have
It's
separate?
basically,
Fuck, I forgot what I was separate something.
separate,
Oh.
like, payments?
Like rent. Well, not renting. Do you have separate utilities? That's the word
Utilities,
I'm looking
okay,
for.
yeah.
Utilities.
Yeah, I pay all my utilities and all that shit.
Okay.
Yup.
Anyway, welcome on into Bark Bark Meow, the season series finale. I'm your host. We just do that for the next 50 minutes.
The musical.
Bark
That's the
Bark.
whole podcast.
Oh my god, the whole podcast is
Oh,
just.
dude. We should have done an April Fool's one day where we record a whole podcast and then post it on April Fools.
Fuels.
April Fools. But it's just our mouths going up and down and it's dead silent just for
Oh
all
my
the comments of people being like, oh no, they messed up.
You don't understand.
Audio.
I can still do that. We're
Oh,
not
damn it, like a
deleting.
cold
We're
open.
not deleting the channel.
Yeah, arguably you could just post a completely blank video. Yeah, on
I
August,
do-
or fucking August, April.
I do want to throw that out there because I got asked about it on stream last night, I think. We are not deleting the channel. We're not deleting any of the episodes. You can still go back and listen to all of the episodes. If you are a new listener, you've got a hell of a backlog to get through. And I promise at least 44% of it is listenable. The rest, who God only knows what we talked about.
The
You can go
episodes
learn
that
about
I'm in are the non-listenable
No,
ones.
no. No.
You can learn about the Grimace Shake.
Oh my
Again.
god.
Oh my god, that was a great episode.
That was I think our problem is we peaked early.
We go
It's
through
all-
our highlights.
It's all been downhill
learn-
from the Grimace Shake.
We could learn about the Grimace Shake, and then I think it was the cursed episode where I talk about blue waffles 16.
And poodling, yeah.
And we talked about
And
Yandere
poodling.
Dove, yeah. The fucking
Oh my god, we did talk about
God.
Yandere Dove. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking through this. Fucking the episode before that was with your assistant, and fucking we were talking about Illuminati and their downfall.
Oh my god.
We had
started this before Illuminati's downfall. Wait, that's crazy. Holy shit, dude.
whoa.
During it.
During it. No, I
Dude,
well,
we got,
actually, her
we got
downfall
the Epstein
started.
files before GTA 6.
BBM ended before GTA 6. BBM
Exactly.
did not last longer than the Confederacy, unfortunately.
How the Confederacy
Yeah.
lost? I'm not very.
We're
big on
going
history.
another season. We're running it back.
Yeah, we have to beat them bastards, right?
When we have little special episodes and stuff, like randos or like the Wolf Quest thing that we'll post eventually. Eventually it'll all come down that like we'll tally them all up and we'll beat the Confederacy. So I'm not
The
worried about not.
Confederacy lasted from February 8th, 1861 to May 5th, 1865. For sake of simplicity, 4 years. And we only
4
lasted
years.
3.
I don't want to graduate.
You have to graduate. We have to send you into the real world where there are totally jobs up for grabs. God, the job market sucks ass.
Oh my god, that's like
Dude.
so real too.
I needed a reference to get a minimum wage job, man. Like, the only reason I have the job I have is because Argo used to work there. That's the only
CK
reason.
He's paying for like interviews. That's crazy to me.
You have to. Oh my god, the ones that blow my mind is when they have like 6 to 8 round interviews and then you don't get the job. That blows my fucking mind.
That's where he's at. He's had like
oh my god.
He's had like 4, 6 to 8 rounds interviews for different companies.
What do you even talk about at that 8th round? Like,
what? I'm used to 3 round. It's usually first one is like the vaguest. Do you match culture? Like very vague. Like this is what the job is. Your requirement, or do your things, do your specialties line up with it, or do you have the skill and knowledge and experience? And then number 2 is usually with the manager that you're going to directly work with. And if you make it to round 3, typically you're either one of the last few choices or they're basically just offering you the job.
Yeah, cap it at that, honestly.
And sometimes you meet the CEO, depending on the company.
We're
almost at 1,000 subscribers.
I know, we never hit 1,000. I'm so sad.
We can still make it.
We can still make it.
Please. I'm not gonna take off the place on the Discord either. Like that's gonna stay there and stuff.
Instead of 1 million subscribers stream, we just do 1,000 subscribers stream.
I'm down. I'll come back. We'll come back and do it after Bark for 1,000 subs. I'll do it.
100%.
Me and the broom and the boot.
Gary, write it down.
Gary, fuck. I did say, let me write that down.
We'll make shifts out of it, so it'll always be live until we hit 1K, and it's just like...
Whoa, I didn't say that. Wait.
I'll take the morning shift from 9 to 5.
I'll take the graveyard. I can do that.
I guess I'll take
so you're 9
shift.
to like 6, or no. We gotta split this up better. There's 3 people.
I was thinking like 2 a.m. like because it's live 24/7. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, if it's
until we hit 1K.
3 8-hour shifts. That's 24, right? So we got 9 to 5, 5 to 1, and then 1 to 9.
That was really impressive, Misha. Our brains work profoundly different in the way that you could just do that.
Dude, I struggled once we crossed the 12-hour mark. I struggled, man. I was like 5 to. Oh fuck.
I can't even. You said 24 could be divided by 8, and I'm still on that. I still don't. I'm like, it can.
It can.
Huh? I'm pretty usually good with math, but goddamn, I am feeling it from the con cred I got from MCFC.
Yes, Solace. I almost called you Argo. Solace was at a con. How was it, buddy?
Yeah, I think it was one. It was good. It's very different. I don't think I've done a quote unquote small con since 2020.
Really?
Well, no, I did go to Gateway for a night, but also I was there for a night, so I definitely didn't get the full experience of that either. So I can't really call that. That was after the COVID times. First Squared for a day was how I met the person, my good friend Mouse, that got me to MCFC, because I worked for the Crafty Critter Cabin.
The Crafty Critter Cabin?
And was a dealer's assistant to not Blue Canary Gallery this time.
Man.
They weren't there for that. Yeah, they had to drive through Illinois anyways, so they're like, well, we already are driving through, and we already own the room, so just work for us. And you know what?
Hey.
I did.
Hell yeah.
And you know what? I worked my tail off. Not as much as at the booth. I did spend a bit of, I think, Saturday there. Yes. No. Maybe? Time's a blur. It's good news. It's a con where time's a blur.
That is a good news.
So it wasn't like I was counting minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys realize this either, but we are recording the last episode on the first day of the Chinese New Year. There's something about that.
Yeah.
What it is, I'm not sure, but like there's something there.
What year is it this year?
I heard about
It's the year of the horse.
The year of the horse.
Oh.
Yo.
Horse
Actually,
girls,
it's pretty
right? That's
cute.
up.
Exactly, dude. The horse girls. The horse girls.
The
are
horse
fucking
girls,
ready.
dude. The weirdest crossover between that like horse girl racing game and the Denver Broncos was so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's actually
God.
incredible. And
Yeah.
I want to stream the Masu Umi fucking bullshit for the year of the horse. So you can follow my Twitch because I'm gonna play that game.
Okay, that was the funniest joke I made about it because their fucking quarterback got hurt in the game before the Super.
Oh,
not
God,
the game before the
yeah.
Super Bowl, the second game, and that's why they lost to the Patriots. The Patriots, I think, would have got their asses kicked by the Broncos. I think the Broncos would have been in the Super Bowl had their main quarterback literally not got their fucking like ankle broke.
Absolutely.
It was like one of the last plays of the game too.
I think no matter what, Seattle was gonna win though. It was their year.
Oh yeah,
they were dominant this year. Yeah,
they were dominating. Yeah,
I did
like
think
we all knew, right?
We did early on.
I
just had that feeling early on. You know, I was like, Argo was talking about it. I did not watch a single. The only game I watched this year was the Super Bowl. Full disclosure, I did not know what the fuck I was talking about, but I just had a feeling. You know. I'll claim it.
Dude, Misha, that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't watch football. I didn't watch any football. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. I just watched the Bad Bunny concert, and I was like, no, Seattle's gonna win.
no, Seattle Solos.
I think I called it last year too. I don't even remember who won, but I think I said that last year too. Maybe I should start betting.
That's not the answer here.
Do futures markets where you bet on the outcome of the election or something silly.
Oh
that's
yeah,
thing
yeah.
That happens now.
I'll go to futures market and bet on something about Bark Bark Meow and report back to me on how that worked out on the Discord. Chat, go.
Go, chat, go.
Yeah. Fly. This year is a special year, though, with the year of the horse. It is the year of the fire horse. That means the element lined up with the animal. I think they're simultaneous, but I'm not sure. But the year of the snake is for rest, recovery, rejuvenation, and it's basically about shedding all of the bullshit in your life, things that are holding you back, things that you've been carrying, things in your life and your work that like you don't need anymore. You need to get all that stuff out. You need to like eat a big meal and take a nap. That's the year of the snake. The year of the horse, though, is about hitting the ground running, ambition, taking action, and it's the first animal of the fire cycle. So a lot of people are taking that really seriously because we kind of had a really shitty year of the snake, but it's okay.
Holy fuck.
We were shedding. Now, starting today,
there's one very important thing we didn't shed, and when it happens, we will officially be done shedding. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
What did we do? What did we do?
If there's the thing where it's like when it happens, and it being
I'm not gonna.
Sorry. Editing me should cut this when the we
I don't want to be on a list. So
no, that doesn't make the episode.
I am on the Epstein Files list. Sorry.
Wait, what? That's why we're ending the show.
You didn't see that? That's actually why we're ending.
We can't associate with somebody in the Epstein Files.
They had access to the company that did a lot of the kids' photos back in the day.
So God, I'm probably in it too.
Well, technically, all of our names are, yeah.
Oh, no, you sent in the fucking,
the AI video, yeah, that's my fursuit's in.
Yeah, there's the AI video that Ruby found, and for some reason it picked specific furries out with Ruby's suit being in there.
It was Jay Foxcat of all people that sent me a message like, hey, Ruby's in the Epstein.
That's fucking wild.
I was like, what the fuck? It's on my Twitter if anyone wants to look. It's just some AI video that somebody made about the Epstein Files, and for some reason, my fursuit is like dead center.
What the fuck?
Dude, it was really funny. I was watching it, and we were all making that joke, like Ruby's in the Epstein Files, and I was like, oh, I really want to tweet it, and they were like, I don't know, man. Like, and I was like, I don't give a fuck about that kind of thing. But like, we were in the car driving back somewhere, and CK's like, are you really in the Epstein Files? I'm like, no. What are you doing? Why would you?
He's like, we gotta talk about this before we continue this relationship.
I was like, this is why people believe that bullshit.
I was gonna say, considering I'm pretty sure most of these transgressions happened in like the 90s, early 2000s. I mean, it happened for a long time, but we were barely alive, if not alive during those time frames.
That's
So
There's a common response to like the shit that Trump is doing with like ICE and everything. People are like, well, why didn't you protest when Obama was doing it? I was 11.
there's
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like,
And he
fuck,
also
dude.
actually focused on like specific
It's-
criminal groups and shit.
Yeah, but we're not
To-
it's our
to
last
also
episode. We're not
not
getting
get
into
too
that.
political, but
Yeah.
also lean into people believe the stupidest shit. There was an AI video that went out there of like Zoran Mamdani being on like the fucking Epstein files. Or maybe it was an AI image saying Zoran Mamdani on the Epstein files, and he was like 4.
I was gonna say,
So,
wasn't he
but
also
there's-
like
it's
2?
a bunch of fucking conservatives, man, that they were like, he's in the files, he's in the files. It's like, guys, like,
Did you see the fact that Michael Jackson might be like
Yes.
super innocent and might actually
my
have been helping
God.
kids like he said the whole time?
I believe the lies because I also grew up in an area where they wanted those lies to be true.
We're spending the series finale talking about the Epstein files. Can we not do
Because
this?
Ruby's on them.
It's because
Yeah, because Ruby's on them. Yeah, that's
we
why.
have to, we
That
have to
is.
discuss why.
I didn't
Bark,
want to
bark.
say it, but since we're coming clean, that is exactly why we're ending the show. By the way, is because
That is
Ruby,
why it's 'cause they're in the Epstein
PureRubyDragon
files.
is in the Epstein files.
Dude, I need one of you. Oh, maybe Solus on his TikTok. I need one of you to make that a funny video, like your faves in the Epstein files. PureRubyDragon wouldn't, and then it just cuts to the AI video.
Oh my God, no.
PureRubyDragon arrested.
I mean, PureRubyDragon arrested is definitely a headline everyone would believe.
It could be anything. Because, like, what's funny is it wouldn't even be for any of that. It would be because, like, you staged the hit and run from a year ago. That would be why you would get arrested.
100%.
It turns out you jumped in front of the car.
For like yelling at their dog. Yeah.
I mean, that's
Could you get
justifiable.
arrested for that?
Ruby's gonna pull a fucking what's that movie? The Adam Sandler movie, Big Daddy, where he has the kid.
Fuck, dude. I don't watch Adam Sandler. I don't remember.
They're good movies he was in eventually.
Some of them.
I have to look it
The
up.
way you said that.
Big Daddy. It is Big Daddy, and this is the literal cover of the VHS / movie is him and the son pissing on a fucking, I think it's like court doors. And that's exactly the thought crime that I think, or the crime that I think Ruby would commit is public indecency. Just caught public urinating in a bush after like a wild bender.
100%. I would absolutely do that.
Can you send that to one of the
You
groups?
just
So
be
I
like,
can put it on screen.
what are you? Yeah. It's like you're like, sir, what are you doing in the bathrooms? And it's just like you're out in the fucking park.
Officer, arrest that tree. Jumped right out in front of me and bit my car.
That tree was saying mean things about me, so I wrapped my car around it.
Talking shit.
Talking shit.
Get bit is all I'm saying. I was actually teaching CK some cowboy wisdom. We were talking about something I don't remember, and I was saying if a lot. I was like, well, if I hadn't done that and I hadn't done that, and he said, like, oh, you can't control the ifs. And I went, yeah, if a bullfrog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he hopped. And CK was like, the fuck does that mean? I was like, oh, that's some cowboy wisdom.
One of my favorite ones I still think is sweating like a whore in church. That just goes hard.
That goes so that is also really good cowboy wisdomism. I like
the
well, I
wisdomism.
trust her about as much as I do a pig to guard a cornfield.
This is why we're friends.
This is shit talking and
that's exactly this. I saw that, like, if Ruby's gonna get into crime, it's like something silly and dumb like that.
I would like to think that I'd get into crime for doing something like good, but also kind of bad, like taking a swing at somebody that deserved it. But I probably went a little too hard.
You threw the first punch, unfortunately, but they had it coming.
Yes, this is the crime. That's how I feel like I'm going down for sure.
Hey, Elon Musk had it coming.
He had it coming.
Misha, as a fellow theater kid, I was literally thinking that. So absolutely props. But
I'm
I
not
was
even a
thinking about that.
theater
I was like,
kid.
band and theater are okay. That's like furry
Okay,
adjacent.
that's fair.
Theater adjacent.
I was gonna say Stolen Valor. I'm not even a theater kid.
Stolen Valor is crazy.
I feel like that because I was in theater, but I was never on stage. I was the stage creator / hands.
I was gonna say
so.
I was in one play, and it was Grease, and I played the tenor and soprano saxophone in the pit. So nobody even saw me.
I
like
was
the mosh pit.
Techie.
Hell yeah! No,
And I built all the sets.
Before we get too far off of it, you mentioned like Adam Sandler pissing on the building, and it reminded me that like I feel like there are certain things that tell you exactly what type of person you're dealing with, and I feel like anybody who has a decal of Calvin pissing, like from Calvin and Hobbes, just tells you are dealing with the worst person in the room. Like
100%, 100%.
You are dealing with somebody who does not get a call from his family on Thanksgiving. Like you just know.
When I see an American flag and a cross in your Twitter profile, I don't want to judge you because both of those things are fine. But when I see them together, I am struggling to agree with your takes. I'm not gonna like that tweet because I don't want to regret it 2 years down the line.
Right? Yeah. Or like truck nuts, dude. You'd suck as an individual.
Oh God. Truck nuts. Bicycle nuts, that's different. That's a different vibe. There's some humor there. Bicycle nuts are funny to me. Truck nuts are not.
Truck nuts.
I don't think you're as bad of a person as truck nuts if you have like the bike nuts. I still don't want to talk to you, if that makes sense.
Truck nuts is humor. Truck nuts at the very least is guy going balls, which is still like it could be like that red line, or you're getting close to crossing that line. For some reason, which I know Calvin and Hobbes isn't inherently like.
No, Calvin and Hobbes is genuinely good.
It's so good.
I love Calvin and Hobbes. Big part of my childhood.
Love Calvin and Hobbes. Big fan.
You're gonna say something bad about Bill Watterson. And it's gonna make me. I'm on the edge of my seat. What did he do?
No. Literally, earlier this year, January 13th, Scott Adams, the Dilbert guy, died. He's a piece of shit.
I always liked the upside down tie guy.
The Dilbert guy ended up being a big fucking not good person.
He was.
None of his shit's on fucking decals. No, it's Calvin pissing for some reason. They fucking stole an actually funny comic and co-opted it for their own shitty attitudes that they have.
I know.
You're
a rebel. Love? You're not a rebel. Trust me.
What do you love?
That's literally what it means.
You're licking the boots. You've got.
Had the Solus. You're looking at there's the Solus boot.
The Solus, yeah.
The Solus
that's
boot.
Really funny.
Yeah, right. There's something there. I gotta draw some. I think it's funny if you ever go down this.
It would be really funny.
Yeah,
it's just it's literally an ice cube with a mouth, and it just goes lit.
What?
But then he's licking you, and then it looks like ice is kissing up to you, and the implications of that are weird.
Yeah, that is.
I'm in the Epstein files, and Ice loves Solus. You heard it here, folks. The last episode of BBM.
And I'm innocent. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good night.
Gary. Gary. I love, if you ever want to go down a fun pipeline, go down the creator of Calvin and Hobbes and the creator of Garfield pipeline. That's amazing.
Like together or just go down two separate pipelines?
No, together. Because these two were frenemies and they were respected.
Competition.
They were frenemies and respected peers, but they were friends and they both liked each other's artwork and they were actually pen pals and it's really cute and fun. But they both had really distinguishing different moral values in some cases. And they would shit on each other in a funny, humorous friend way using some of their comics. One of the ways that they disagreed fundamentally about art was Calvin and Hobbes was really the guy who did Calvin and Hobbes was really big. He's like, I don't want merchandise. I don't want no t-shirts, no stuffed animals, none of that. He didn't want that. He wanted the comic just to speak for itself. But the Garfield guy was like, fuck yeah, dude. I love merchandise. I love feeling like my characters get to be a part of people's homes. I love. And another thing they disagreed on was Calvin and Hobbes. The creator of Calvin and Hobbes disagreed a lot with like he was really big about artist intent, and he thought like whatever the artist intended, like that's the message. And if you don't understand what the artist intended, then the artist failed to get their point across. And everything in the Calvin and Hobbes universe is like very canon, but kind of strict versus the Garfield. And in response to his stringency, the guy who made Garfield, decided that all Garfield comics are canon, even ones he didn't make. People took that and ran with it, and he loved all of those ideas so much that like they made a whole like the Seven Lives of Garfield movie about it. There's lore that John like kidnapped his brother-in-law or something, and then the creator of Garfield threw that Easter egg. There's like a bunch of terrifying forbidden Garfield lore that is now canon because he just decided that all of his fans were really funny and he liked it. So he just like he's like, yeah, that's canon too now, and that's canon too. Like he just kind of
Fuck it.
didn't give a shit about exactly. He had this fuck it attitude about Garfield, and the Calvin and Hobbes guy was like he was a little more pretentious, but he was always like, fuck me, because when you have this feeling about artist integrity and stuff and you make a big statement about it and you even put it in your comics and then your peer and friend just says fuck it kind of devalues everything you were trying to say. But
There,
the Garfield guy did have a really big point about like agreeing with the Calvin and Hobbes guy when it came to standing up to big newspapers. But that again, go down that pipeline, great pipeline.
no, there's been a couple things with like
Right.
Maple Glade Archer where like somebody said something and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, that's canon. Sure. Why
Yeah.
not? Who am I to
Sure.
disagree?
There's a really cool Calvin and Hobbes comic where the I think the newspaper was being too strict with him, and he's like, hey, we need the comics to be this size and shape every single time now. So as a response, he made a comic with no borders. And he's just like, there you go. I'm not making another one. Good luck putting in the newspaper. And they
Good
were like,
luck,
fine.
asshole.
We literally were like, we're never asking this dude for help ever again. He was just so he was so anti-capitalism. So he wasn't the asshole necessarily. He just had his own stringencies, which all had a point. And the Garfield guy had his points too, but he loved shitting on his friend using public domain. So
Oh
that's
my
really funny.
god.
And they draw each other comics. There's like a bunch of like hidden Garfield and Calvin and Hobbes comics because they're pen pals, and there's comics in those writings.
That's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. So they were frenemies.
Who
Stuff I didn't know.
approved the decal of Calvin pissing then? If he didn't want any merch, why is that the only goddamn merch?
It's stolen. He did
It's
not.
gotta be,
He
yeah.
hates that. Yeah.
Is there anything
He
you
also
can do about
didn't.
it?
No, not really.
Fuck.
Because it is just like a ripoff thing.
Yeah, but it's undeniably Calvin, you know? But
Well,
I guess
you can. There's a comic where like it's traced.
yeah, that's right. That's right. It's literally from a comic.
Yeah.
God, that's crazy that I can't do anything about that.
I forget why. I'm gonna Google it right now because Calvin peeing sticker lore.
Lore. I mean, you're right, but shit.
What else do I say?
The lore. The lore of a kid pissing.
Somebody, of course, it's Reddit that will answer me. Thank you again, Reddit.
God-
Now that AI is a thing on Google, you're all
Oh
I can
my
trust.
god. Dude, God bless the random people on Reddit. There are two people that you can always turn to on the internet, and it's a random Reddit thread from 3 years ago, and somebody on YouTube with like 76 subscribers with the shittiest mic you've ever heard. But goddamn if his
And-
information in his video isn't spot on.
Both of those things are 100% true. And if
Yeah.
those two don't have it, they will. But if they don't, it's Yahoo Answers, and it's like 14 years old.
Exactly. Yahoo Answers is like the final frontier of like, you've got
Yeah.
everywhere.
If
I've
it's-
searched the
If
lands.
it's not on Yahoo Answers, it doesn't fucking exist.
Do something else. Give up.
Peeing Calvin stickers, how did they get away with that? Peeing Calvin is by far the worst depiction of Watterson's character. I hate it, and I hate how ambiguous it became. That's the most upvoted answer. They didn't even tell us why.
They didn't even answer it. My god.
Okay, actually, there's a really cool take on it. So this happened because Watterson refused to license any of his art. So because he didn't license anything and refused to, technically speaking, they could take it.
Oh
Mm.
man,
Because he like, yeah,
that
yeah.
sucks.
Goofy royalty money pouring in so they could afford a high-priced lawyer to viciously attack any off-brand products. Watterson refused to license any of the imagery, unlike Disney, that have like lawyers clapping down. Which makes sense. Watterson was big about like artistic integrity.
Yeah.
He thought his art would speak for itself and also change the world, like with just its actions. And he's not wrong. It 100%
No.
did.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
Calvin drip not no
Calvin drip is
orders.
crazy.
Drought Calvin drip.
Like the Calvin drip.
Do you know the last comic of Calvin and Hobbes? It's very sweet.
I don't remember
Fuck
which
politics.
one it is.
Once you see
Just-
it, you'll
Isn't it the one
you'll,
where it's like
remember-
it's
oh,
a
yeah.
it's a wide world out there, Hobbs, or something like that? Is it that one? Let's go exploring.
It is, yeah.
Oh,
and
God,
it's
I
them
love Calvin
sledding
and
away,
Hobbes.
and
Yeah.
and the page just turns white.
God, I love Calvin and Hobbes, dude.
Mhm.
It's so
Big
good. And
part
then
of my
the
childhood.
page, I have all the books. Me too. The page turning white was allegedly supposed to be like Watterson telling you, the kids reading it, to draw your own comics.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why the page is blank at the end.
Create your own ending.
Exactly.
comic.
Well, it does have an ending. Like it's very clear what the ending is, but the big white open spot was so you could do something with it. Like you could draw yourself sledding with Calvin and Hobbes if you wanted to, but it's
oh,
more of a symbolic like now you can go drawing or exploring or doing whatever
Yeah.
the things that you were meant to do. Calvin and
Cal-
Hobbes is so cute.
it is.
My sister used to really like Calvin
Garfield
and Hobbes.
shitting on Calvin and Hobbes is so funny.
Dude, I can't imagine. Like, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I'd have to ask her, but I'm pretty sure Calvin and Hobbes helped start my sister's art because I do remember having the books. My sister really liked them, and I think she kind of used that art style to start really getting things moving for her.
I used to draw, and I think Calvin and Hobbes was a big part of that. That and Pokemon. Maybe like Calvin and Hobbes is what inspired me to like do comics at first, and then Pokemon was just like what I could draw because they were pretty simplistic for the most part. What was I gonna say? God, just like doing an ending like that for a comic, like I would be so fucking emotional drawing that. When I wrote that last sentence in the Maple Glade Archer for the rough draft, I cried for like 10 minutes straight, dude. I was emotional, man, because it was like I did it. I've wrapped up this journey, we made it to the end of the journey, and then I had to find beta readers. There's still way more fucking to do, but like all of it was down on paper, and like Scout did his journey and he got to have his happy ending, and I was emotional.
Spoilers.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna end it with like I you don't know
Just
what
bleep, just
you don't know
bleep
what the
out all
ending
that.
is.
We just
Yeah.
Some of my favorite books have or bad and like not great endings. Come on, man. Why you gotta spoil this one?
Okay, man.
what's a book that what's a book that has a bad ending?
No, I don't even know because I don't read
Besides
sad
Warrior
things
Cats.
like that.
Has Warrior Cats?
I'm just giving
that
Misha
hasn't
shit.
ended, has it?
I'm currently Garfield in Misha's Calvin and Hobbes. I'm giving him shit.
Bro, I thought about that the other day, and like not the Garfield Calvin and Hobbes thing, but like the artistic like interpretation thing, and like somebody is going to horribly misinterpret something in the Maple Glade Archer and leave a shitty review, and I'm just gonna have to deal with it. And I think
You're gonna take a photo of it and frame it.
gonna kill me inside, dude. They're gonna miss a big point, and it's gonna be my fault that the book sucks, and not because they can't read. And that's gonna suck.
That will suck for you. Don't worry, you can just text me. I'll go kill them, and
Okay.
it all comes back. That's why I end up in jail.
There we go. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm leaving a bad review. It's gonna be like Scout is gay and that doesn't fit in my
Scout
cell
is
ship.
Gay.
No, don't leave a bad review, Solus, because then I have to kill you.
Yeah.
We
You know
talked
what?
about this.
You know what?
No, here's the
Maybe it's
thing,
my
right?
time. Fire
People-
horse, let's go.
People can
People-
leave bad reviews if it's legitimate. If it's like, hey,
Oh right.
this really didn't appeal to me, X, Y, and Z, then it's like, oh, okay. But if they like misinterpret a huge plot point and that's why they don't like it, buddy, that's on you.
I don't know why you would leave a bad review in that regard. I just like wouldn't keep reading and then move on with my life.
You would think.
Yeah, people don't do that. Look
You
at how
would
many people
think.
comment on posts when they could have just kept scrolling.
Well,
God.
in some things, yeah. I feel like if there's a point to be made, I mean, that's one of the reasons we even started this podcast, because we didn't want to super dive into like horrible furry drama, but there is like cool points to be made even in the chaos and the mess.
Mm.
True. We had shit to say and we thought that people needed to hear it. Ow.
I still think that.
I just popped my finger in a weird way. Ow.
That's why you can follow us on all of our other social medias and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Misha's still gonna stream.
Yes.
I know Solus is still gonna stream.
That is
Yeah,
what we
I'm
do
not
want to
sure
get into. Is like,
what that looks like for me.
this show is ending, but we are still people that are doing things. Well, I'm a dog and you're a wolf and you're a cat, but like, we are mammals that are still doing things
Hey,
in
dogs
the furry
are people
community.
too.
Well, we're still doing things in the furry community. Like Ruby said, I'm still going to be streaming over on Twitch. You can find my Twitch, twitch.tv/Misha_B_Barkin. I made sure to make it as complex as possible. And the YouTube thing, I'm still not sure, but if you want to subscribe, it's over on Misha B. Barkin. And then my Blue Sky is at Misha B. Barkin. And right now I'm kind of going through a persona change over there, so it's Scout is the name of, who I am on there. Blue Sky is going to be a little more of a personal thing as opposed to like posting about content stuff, so I kind of want to... Scout's becoming more of a true Sona over time, so I'm kind of being Scout over there. And my Telegram and my Discord, you cannot have those. I don't give those out. I'm very, those are for friends only. That's why if you have sent me... I know I'm in a few mutual servers with people who listen to Bark Bark Meow. If you have sent me a friend request and I do not know you, I am unfortunately not going to accept it. It's not you, it's me. But
if you sent me a friend request and I didn't accept it, I don't know how to do that.
Ruby logs on, records the episode, and logs off.
That is my thing with Discord, is I am in so many servers and I'll get random friend requests from people I've never interacted with before, and I'm like, why the fuck are you sending me a friend request? We don't know each other, period.
My Discord literally says I don't know how to use Discord, and I was gonna change it after I figured it out, and I still don't really know.
Mine just says I'm all ears. Solace says in a call. And it's true. He's in a call.
Oh, mine just Saul's the wolf.
Well, you can put like a little message below it.
Oh, yeah, I did that. I did it. I don't remember.
Mine used to have Scout's ears next to I'm all ears, so it made a little more sense, but Discord Nitro is no longer something I am buying, so I don't get to have the ears anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the places you can find me. What?
Are we doing the After Bark on Friday?
Yes.
I plan on it.
Okay.
We're gonna have a rager.
Unless
We're all buying 24 packs of Busch Light, right? We're chugging them all.
Okay, you say that. Let's fucking do that.
Bet.
I'm not buying Busch Light. I have Cutwater from MCFC still that I can put drink the fuck out of and get schmasted.
It'll be the live drunk episode, which is kind of funny because we decided to pre-record instead of doing a live podcast, literally just in case we didn't want to say anything stupid that we'd want to delete. So this is your chance to get us to say something that we would have regretted was not on live.
No.
Well, I think me and Ruby
switch
are
to
fine.
Rascal
He's
at some
just
point.
really bad with the off-air slurs.
I don't say slurs. You do this You're gonna get me in so much trouble for something I don't even do.
Okay, so that's
you on
it.
a different Google Doc.
Misha says slurs.
I don't.
Solus is a part of ICE, and Ruby's in the Epstein files.
Oh my
God.
fucking god. What's crazy? Somehow mine is the least
was so
offensive
funny,
out of the
Solus.
three of us.
And the fact that you're most upset, suspicious.
Okay. I'm not fucking doing this.
Did we finally break you? It took us 3 years.
I
This
feel
was actually-
Misha with this.
Man, you keep
Misha with
fucking
his head in his
saying it.
hands.
You keep saying it. Someone's gonna
Yeah, it's
take you
true.
serious at some point.
They're gonna
be like,
they're gonna miss the
maybe he
point. They're
does.
gonna miss the point. They're gonna take it wildly, and they're gonna leave a bad review.
It's the CKs going, hey, you're not actually in the Epstein files, are you?
Yeah, like I'm gonna get a message and just be like, you don't actually say slurs, do you? Okay. Well, now I'm gonna cut it from the episode. Didn't even happen.
No, don't cut it from the
Nope.
Gary,
I'm gonna cut it from the episode, and I'm
don't
gonna
do it,
leave the part
Gary.
where I say that I'm cutting it from the episode, so people will always wonder. People always wonder what I
Do
said.
that, just bleep it out.
Yeah.
I just had this
I'm in
funny
control here.
thought. That's true. Always have been.
You guys hired
Well,
me, and I became a god.
Actually, I'm in control. Me and Gary get drinks, remember? That's
Yeah.
the lore.
Fuck, that's right. Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if this whole thing, Bark Bark Meow, is just a social experiment to see how far me and Ruby could push Misha, and I'm writing my thesis on it now.
I think it's going to be really funny that we stop recording this, and then, like, it's going to be one of those things that in 2 years, it, like, takes the fuck off suddenly.
Oh, dude,
Like,
yeah.
You,
The Furry
you know-
Archive
yeah,
podcast.
you know those things, like, they were not popular of their time, and then
We're like-
all of a sudden...
We're like messaging each other. We're like, holy fuck, we got to pick this back up. And then as soon as we
But
do,
guys-
it dies.
Dead again. Yeah. It's literally that Squidward meme of us on stage, and then we pull up SpongeBob, and it's
Yeah.
Broomy instead. It's
Oh my god, yeah. Jesus.
We'll just bring back the podcast, but it's only the stand-ins.
It's on. Yeah. It'll just be like silent and then just the stand-ins.
Just heartbreaking every Friday from here on out, Misha. You just throw the stand-ins on OBS and go live for an after bark and just don't put any music, no talking, and people just show up and go, we miss you.
I
I
every
hear
now
your
and then
cries, by the way,
Argo has something to say.
Audience, I hear your cries. It is sad that it's going away.
Yeah. I did say this a little bit before, but like I'm glad that it's going the way it is, where it's like there was no explosion of like girl fuck you and then we all just dip and hate each other. You know, you two are still my friends. I hope I'm still your friends. And like we you know,
Don't say that. That implies to the audience that you say slurs, and that's why we're not your
what
friends
the
anymore.
fuck? How?
Well-
How? Girl, how? How the fuck?
No, because you're like, well, I hope you're still my friend. I mean, after all those slurs.
I didn't say that. You said
Yeah, after
I'm-
all the shit you said before this, man, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm going to
Yeah.
explode. I'm going
That's
to.
what I'm saying.
I'm going to shit, dude. I'm so fucking done.
Shit.
I take it back.
Well,
I hate
you
both
had
of
it
you.
up.
I hate both of you. Lose my number.
Lose my telegram. That's for
Lose
friends
my telegram.
Lose
Yeah,
my
it's for friends only.
Yeah.
No,
Bitch, now I gotta look. Do I have your phone number or just your telegram?
We're all still gonna be friends. We're gonna do collabs every now and then, just like regular friend creators do.
No, I don't have your phone number. God damn.
yeah.
Except I guess not anymore because Misha and Solus are not friends.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, I am glad that we're ending it at the end of a season. You know, we made it 3 years doing this, and that's a
That's
long
crazy.
time. So
I never expected this to go that far.
yeah,
Me neither, which is
Um,
really cool.
yeah. And I'm glad that like we had just a crazy supportive, crazy active audience the entire time.
Yeah.
Like with the afterbarks, so many of you showed up, we're chatting, we're having a good
We
time.
never planned on doing those. That
Those-
was never talked about.
What? Yes, we did. The afterbarks?
Yeah, we planned on the aftermark. Yeah.
That was our unique
What-
niche.
I thought that was
Yeah.
like the original thing. Was like, we'll try these out, and like if nobody shows up, we might not do them.
And then
Well,
people
sure,
showed up.
Yeah, if nobody shows up, but not only did people show up, they showed up consistently in droves.
God, yeah. There were what is it? What's it called when people like show up to somewhere multiple times? Like you start recognizing them. Regulars. There were regulars. Yeah.
There are regulars. Those people and again, I'm not taking down that part of the Discord. That'll still up. You could still join the Bark Bark Meow Discord, comment and talk about the episodes that we have up. There's a whole archive
Try and
of
pop in from
stuff to
time
go
to time.
watch.
I'm so sorry I haven't been in there for a while. I've been so focused on like my writing and music and just so much shit going on the side. Now that
I
this,
love when I pop into my. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, now that this time frame, because I have to edit these as well. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday between work and stream, I'm gonna use that time to go to the gym, and then I'm gonna get fit. It's gonna be nice because, like you said, it's the year of the horse. We're gonna whatever you said, where it's like take off running. We're gonna get fit. We're gonna finish the book.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
I am the only one that gave my social medias. So Ruby, where can people find you after this?
You heard it here. 2 years after Bark Bark Meow suddenly takes off and is a cult classic, we're gonna get Buff Misha. You heard it here.
Yeah,
folks.
well, okay, maybe not Buff Misha. I want the scout
Buff
build.
Misha. Buff Misha or okay, wait, never mind. You want
Started
to be
his
Twink.
OnlyFans. Misha.
Twink Archer.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans? Jesus.
Instead of the feet one, only feet, it's like only ears.
Only
Just your
ears?
ears.
Let's go.
I'm PureRubyDragon on anything. I'm pretty darn easy to find. The only thing I'm not Dragon on is my Steam, and I'm Flannel Cat.
No.
Pure
But you guys don't really
Ruby-
need my Steam. It's just
No.
PureRubyDragon on everything.
Oh, yeah, especially if you send me a friend request on Steam, I'm probably going to block you. Like,
Yeah.
there's like, Discord and Telegram are for friends only. Steam is like, even more so. Don't.
We have to actively game.
Yeah. Pure Ruby
I'm
Dragon
also
these
Flannel
nuts, Your Honor.
Oh, I cannot believe it took 3 seasons for someone to make that
I
joke.
can't either. At the
Well done.
buzzer.
Well,
At the buzzer.
Yeah, well done.
Go on, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got nothing to say to that. That was just well done.
I think I quit.
That's what we're
You
doing.
just hear a door. You just hear a
I think-
door creak open and then shut, and then Solace just disappears from the screen.
I think you
Walk-
have to.
walk
I
me
think
off the
Misha
screen.
just won Bark Bark Meow with
Yeah,
PureRubyDragon.
you
is
won Bark Meow.
Let me grab
That's what this was all about.
grab a gold star. I don't have them still.
Damn it.
You and deleting assets that could have been funny.
As we get to the beginning of the year, and I just like I clean everything
house.
from
Yeah.
Solace. Where can people find you?
I'm gonna change my YouTube name again, but for right now, it's at the Werewolf Solace. A werewolf being aware, like you're aware of something, because I thought it was funny.
That is funny.
A werewolf song.
That is funny. Yeah. That's pretty good. I have been a werewolf.
Good one,
like,
good one.
hoodie.
The like poets like clapping with the snapping. Good
Oh yeah,
one,
yeah,
good
the
one.
snaps,
good
the
one.
snaps. Yeah. Clap,
Yeah,
clap,
good
clap,
one.
clap.
Oh Jesus. And then I'm Solace the Wolf on Twitch, TikTok, which I don't know if I'm sticking with TikTok because I'm really upset with TikTok and its ownership nowadays. So
Yeah.
that's probably limited. So your best bet, realistically, is to check my Blue Sky, Solace the Wolf. My YouTube, the Werewolf Solace, which will probably just rename it back to Solace the Wolf. Might have to slap a number on there because I think somebody a billion years ago actually owns that fucking account. Unless I can petition to have it, but we'll find out about that.
Dude, you post your cock so much on Blue Sky, man. You guys are missing out if you're
I
not
wish.
following him.
I wish. The only time I get liked.
And you post so many slurs.
I don't.
No, Misha.
Those stay in the drafts. I'm kidding.
Those stay in the drafts.
Editing
Blue
Misha
Sky
cut
just
that.
got
Cut that.
drafts.
Editing Misha cut that.
No, that was so
No.
funny.
No.
Gary, bring it back.
What was it? Shit. No, Blue Sky just had drafts, which is really funny. No, I think the funniest thing about Blue Sky for me is like I'll post usually I'll post when the episode goes live or premiering for Bark Bark Meow or when I'm Twitch streaming and etc. Those get like no likes and all, but yeah, usually when I do post something political or commentary, that's when it picks up. I'm like, huh, maybe I should post here more about my thoughts.
Let me find 2 examples. Okay. Okay, I can only like you're like the same thing with your point is like I will post about content and like going live and stuff and it'll get maybe a handful of likes. I post Rascal is an iPad kid, by the way, with a picture of me wearing Rascal playing an iPad. That gets 55 likes. I'm just like, man, what the fuck?
I post I'm home from MCFC. I get 6 likes. I repost a Papa Mutt and Radical Mari clips, and those have 6 or more likes.
Well, yeah, that's Papa Butt and Radical Mari. They're cool.
Can you like look
I'm
up
funny.
your most likes?
There's got to be a way, but I don't know it.
Oh well. Yeah, so TikTok, kinda, but you're most likely better to look out for my Twitch, YouTube, and Blue Sky.
Booski.
That's your best bet. I'm around Sauce the Wolf, Black White Wolf.
Anyway,
Did
we
you
do.
see the photos I sent?
I did. What was the context of those? Was that at MCFC? And
Yeah,
would you
I
like
wanted
me to
talk
put?
about.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna, because I very briefly mentioned it, and I do have some things to say about it, so we can keep it furry at the end, and then right off the goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. I do have to go pretty darn soon because this has lasted
Yeah.
more long than I
Also
intended.
have to go
Yeah.
pretty darn soon because I have stream in like 4 minutes.
Just wanted to say, well, it's a new venue for MCFC, so there's a lot of growing pains, and I don't blame MCFC at all for it. They were doing the best they can with a venue that didn't know what the fuck they were getting into. They double booked the weekend. We ended up, our con spaces was 4, 4, and 5, and it's an 18+ con, and yet the venue decided to or they scheduled MCFC on the weekend of a volleyball tournament. So there was a lot of very young girls running around, seeing people in not the most covering outfits. And I can only imagine the emails that venue is getting for that. It's their fault, but yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a culture shock, because a lot of the people that were there, like, well, it's an 18+ con, I can do this, and then they're like in an elevator with a family of 4, and like, yeah, little rough, little rough on that.
Somebody in full latex or something.
Getting all the stuff from the loading bay all the way up to the dealer's den was a fucking nightmare. There's a security guard, because our setup was supposed to be till 8 p.m. on Thursday, and then they extended it till 10 p.m. But the venue didn't put a security guard, because you have to like be let in and let out of that loading area. They left at 6 p.m.
What?
So there was a lot of confusion with that. Again, tons of growing pain, where I don't think the venue and MCFC knew there were going to be problems until the problems happened. So it's stuff
that's a typical small con.
Should be fixable up till like next year.
Yeah.
Didn't realize Detroit was literally like waving distance of Canada. Wish I would have brought my passport, because then I could have gone across literally could have just Ubered across the bridge, probably.
That's kind of crazy.
Ubered, but
I don't think
I
so,
could have
but
literally gone to Canada had I had my passport with me, and I didn't, so I'm sad.
Damn.
It would not have like taken 10 minutes. It would have been crazy. But
yeah.
So some of the pictures if you want. It was gorgeous. Sure. Probably my favorite like venue to look out of. Like, it's beautiful. It's very pretty. I don't think any other con I've been to has that quite this much. It's riverfront, but it's not downtown Pittsburgh, which you either love or hate. To me, this was better. So Detroit, you're beautiful. Don't let anybody gaslight you into thinking Detroit looks like shit.
You're beautiful.
Detroit style pizza is good. Got to try that while I was there. Not my favorite. Still prefer Chicago deep dish.
It's fair.
2,500 attendees. So slight boost from last year. And overall, pretty fun. They need to figure out a bigger dealers den situation, because there was like 20 total dealers. It was a very small dealers den.
For 2,500 people, there were 20 dealers?
Yeah. We were the only booth. We were the only booth with like just tails to sell. So all of our tails sold, but I don't think anybody sold any partials or full suits. And people were looking for like just generic paws and ears and stuff like that, like cheaper items you can grab just to be furry, and there just wasn't people there with that stuff. So I think that's just one of those growing pains of they need to have an extended dealers den, and B, we got to work on making sure we have more variety / stuff for people to buy. So, but yeah, because I think Cosmel Cosplay was the only one with fursuit spray. Surprisingly, like one booth had fursuit spray.
That's crazy.
So, Yeah, there's a lot of those things where I don't think it's anybody's fault. It's more like we put this shit together and we're dealing with it first year growing pains.
That's
I
fair.
look forward to it being a very fun con in the future.
Nice.
And I have con crud and
You do have Concrud.
I'm struggling.
Well, we should let you get to bed. Well, I should get some sleep.
Well, I should get some
I gotta
sleep.
go to bed.
That
I
would,
have been
okay,
laying around
cold
the whole
close
time.
like that would be amazing.
No.
But I should get some sleep.
I should get some sleep.
No, everybody, it's the curtains drop. Now they're reopening, and the three of us walk out on stage,
Yeah.
and now we gotta
Now
do our
we're
bow.
bowing.
And now there's that's the afterbark. That's
Yes.
what the afterbark.
Because we totally
Oh,
have
wait.
the bottom halves of our bodies, Ellis. We could totally walk out on stage and bow.
Damn, you're right.
Damn.
Is
But-
that supposed to be a slur?
Oh my fucking god.
It can be.
Anyway, like I was gonna say, thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you are a new fan or a fan that's been here since the beginning or any time in between. It was always nice to interact with y'all and to get to do something so special and, you know, leave our little mark on the internet. Our little mark our territory, if you will, with the Calvin pissing sticker. You know, that sort of deal.
I'm
But-
Ruby pissing sticker.
Ruby pissing sticker.
I just thought about that. Damn it! What the last episode we come up with one of the coolest merch ideas where we could have had all
Fuck
three
me.
of us.
It's okay. Once we come
In-
back in like 4 years, this is a cult classic. We got
Yeah.
we're ready to go.
Yeah.
With all three
May
of us
your
pissing.
all three of us pissing. May your
And-
year of the horse be Rapidash and not BoJack Horseman.
That's so
God.
good. But yeah, thank you for listening to us over the past 3 years. Listening to us bark, and meow. It has been so much fun. And to Ruby and Solace, thank you for inviting me on to do this. I'm glad that Solace gave the invite for that. Because it was originally y'all, and then it was like, well, we need a third for this. And I was more than happy to join y'all.
Well, we need a third guy.
And we need a third guy. And it
If
couldn't just be you two because you needed an editor, and it couldn't just be Solace and I because that would be two dudes with a microphone and that's bad. And it couldn't be you and I, Ruby, because you're a cat and I'm a dog, and that causes problems if we're left alone.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah.
cat
It
and a
couldn't
dog,
be
they're
me and
fine.
Solus because it would just be me and Solus yelling at each
Nothing would get done.
I was gonna
yeah.
say, as much as me and Ruby, as much as I love Ruby, it would be either us just sitting there going, "Yeah, I know, right? I know," or it's like, "No, I don't know," and like yelling at each other. Either way, it's either agreeing or disagreeing, yelling at each other.
Yeah. We knew that from the beginning. Now it's just me and
No.
Solus negging Misha. Perfect podcast.
Yeah,
There we
this is
go.
why Misha was in the middle from the get-go because Misha
Yeah.
was definitely like the catalyst between all this.
And now we're on
This-
to like cool shit, like writing books and
Yeah.
and Twitch streaming more, and I'm making clocks now, and
You are, yeah. Y'all, I got
Props.
my degree while we did this show.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I finished
that's a
college while we did this
crazy-
show.
woof. Jesus.
The Seahawks won the Super Bowl with her.
The Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
The Epstein files were released.
The Epstein files were released. No GTA 6 though. We couldn't swing that one. Sorry guys.
Couldn't last long enough for
I-
GTA 6.
I talked to the
God
higher
damn it.
ups. That's what she said. I talked to the higher ups and they just couldn't. We just couldn't get it done, unfortunately. So.
Well, let's get smashed in the afterbark.
let's get. Oh my god, are we doing? I'm down. I will
I'm
go
down.
down. Oh
That's
fuck
As long
the
as
yeah.
I'm
perfect
not-
thing.
Sicker. I should be better
What-
by then.
I'll try and come up with a drinking game.
Ooh.
Every time Solace says we drink.
Oh, my god.
no.
We should do it.
Are you,
Maybe
are
we
you
do
trying to be
trivia.
dead?
Trivia? Yeah, but then
I'll
one of us
figure it
has to
out,
come
but
up with
I do
trivia.
have to go now.
Okay, I also have
Make
to
it-
go.
No, I think it would be trivia from our previous episodes or something like that.
No, Misha just puts up a little black screen behind us and just starts playing some of the episodes, and we just laugh at each other. And
Oh my
cry.
God.
Oh my god, we could do a drinking game to clips from the old episodes. That might be fun, but we'll figure that out. I
We
do have
will.
to go.
For the last time,
Yeah.
Thank you to Bandit the Thief. Thank you to Mars Rover, Crestal Puff, Eyebolt, Scarlet Jane Fox, Key, Webster, Simply Lego, Alistair the Hyena, Penstamon, Thawcade, Quaddle, Bogey Bravo, Blue Pack Wolf, Argo, Mighty Halfman, Ambirion, Zombie Brains, Loriafia, Landon Yeen, Sycamore, Heartless Hero, Raze, Theo Firefox, Corlinar, Kai Quint, and Steam Pony, and Ankara. Thank you so much for being Patreons, no matter how long you were. And yeah, just thank you so much for all of the support over the years. I really don't know what else to say. I hope that it's conveying how special this has been for all three of us. And I'm glad that you took time out of your day to be here to listen to this premiere. Or if you're listening to this on a later date, thank you for swinging by. Now watch us get drunk in the afterbark. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I think it's really gonna hit me in the afterbark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the afterbark's where we cry, right?
Yeah,
we'll play
or Scream.
We'll play Time of Your
Scream.
Life by Green Day at the very end of it.
Oh fuck.
I'm kidding.
Oh no.
We'll watch sad Warrior. Sometimes if I need to cry, that's what I do. I watch
Oh
Warrior
my
Cats
No,
movies.
fucking landslide plays at the end.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.